to my channel. My name is Martine, and if you are new here, I do videos on Vedic astrology mainly, but also with some tropical insights, and I focus on both relationship and natal astrology. And if you like this video and you would like to hear more content from me, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, I do consultations on a wide variety of topics. Please check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. Thank you. So today's video is going to be in continuation with the Descendant through Signs or 7th House through Signs series. And it's going to be about Virgo Descendant. So just as a quick introduction, once again, I'm going to be looking at general characteristics of the spouse with regards to personality, character traits, potential interests, hobbies that they might have. I'm also going to get into the potential professions that this partner is going to be in. Ways to make them happy, what they need to stay happy and content in a relationship, potential gifts that you might give them, and also, last but not least, physical appearance. Okay, and also as another reminder, please bear in mind that this is a general description, and in order to get a full understanding of the spouse archetype in your natal chart, you would basically have to look at a lot more factors and potentially get a personal consultation if you want to learn more in detail. Okay, but you can also check out my other synastry playlist videos, because I have done a lot of videos on how to interpret the spouse archetype in your natal chart. Okay, that being said, let me get straight into it. So, if you have 7th house in Virgo, the spouse will be analytical, logical, intelligent, touch anxious, will have a tendency to have anxiety, basically. It can also be a person who is very demanding and perfectionistic. This is also, worst case scenario, you could be looking at someone who might have OCD, but obviously we don't have to take the worst case scenario, especially if there are no malefic influences on this ascendant. But it will tend to show a person who's quite, let's say maybe uptight a little bit, a person who's quite controlling and is very, very attentive to every detail. Okay, this person could work in the healthcare field. That is a very strong possibility, or just any kind of natural sciences, including physics, mathematics, any field where they are required to pay attention to details, to be logical, analytical. They could also be in fields like accounting, finances to a lesser extent, maybe not so much finances, but things like accounting, or maybe the analytical or side of a business, like a business analyst or financial analyst, something like that. They could also work with, of course, when it comes to the medical science, they could also work with animals. So you could be looking at someone who is a veterinary doctor. Aside from that, they will generally be very intellectual. So this Virgo being ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of the intellect, these people are going to be very intellectual in a way that is both practical and stimulating. So they will need intellectual stimulation from their partner in order to be happy. They will also enjoy intellectual competition, so they might bait you into some debates every now and then. So these are things that you want to keep in mind if you want to keep them happy and engaged in a relationship. So to keep them happy, hobbies, things like that you want to engage in as a couple would include things like playing Scrabble or chess or dominoes, doing puzzles, doing, origami, taking them to something like a museum of natural sciences, buying them nonfiction books on biology, genetics, any kind of medical issue, or of course healthcare topics, self-improvement books, that's definitely something that they will enjoy, because Virgo is all about self-improvement on a regular basis. Of course, also things to do with diets and exercise, anything to do with the health and the physical fitness of the body. Meditation is also like things to do with meditation or stress relieving activities in general. These are things that they're going to enjoy, because this is a sign that is prone to a lot of mental activity and a healthy quote unquote dose of anxiety generally. So those are things you want to look into. And also you could give them things like a microscope, like, I don't know, some kind of a little Zen garden, something like that. So they like things that have to deal with, detail, attention to detail, and also things that might have to do with using their hands a lot. And another thing is that they need to be given personal space. They need to be, again, tolerated in their meticulous habits. They might have, a lot of habits that give them some kind of mental peace. So, again, this is why I said this sign could potentially give OCD and stuff. Because these people care so much about tidiness and habits and all that stuff that they could border on OCD, but you need to understand that they are doing these things. They're little rituals because these are comforting to them. So this is stuff that you kind of need to make space for in a relationship. And of course, neatness, this is very important for this sign. So you want to bear in mind that if you're going to have this kind of descendant, your partner is probably going to be obsessed with things like keeping their space clean and tidy and everything organized. They will enjoy doing things, and that's another thing that you want to take into account. Like, you can give them maybe books on these books on, like, Marie Kondo stuff, like, or the art of arranging your space in a way that it is decluttered and nice, and also things like organizers and stuff like that. That's another thing that you might take into account. Also, physically, when it comes to their physical appearance, they can tend towards a shorter stature. Not always, but of course you would have to look at what else is going on in your chart to see. But they will have a tendency to be short, and whether they're short or not, they will be naturally slim. And also they're gonna probably be slim because they're also very picky eaters, and that's another thing that you want to take into account with this placement, that your partner is probably going to be really picky when it comes to their diet. And also they could have kind of a bookish intellectual look about them, kind of like a librarian, or, well, it's similar to the Gemini, but a lot more bookish and, more intellectual. But of course, Mercury in your chart, as well as the other spouse dispositors in your chart, will give more details with respect to the nature of your partner and their physical appearance. So this has been pretty much my interpretation. Once again, please comment in the comment section if you would like to give any feedback. And if you have liked it, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. Also, please continue to watch the ads to support my channel for free. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, I do consultations on a wide variety of topics. Please check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. Thank you.